This is Horror Chat with Hope, episode 4. Hi guys. I'm going to get straight into it today because this is a movie that I kind of enjoy talking about. So I'm going to just get right into it so I don't make too long of a video. I just want to say right now I have a huge, my passion right now is Korean horror. I really enjoy it. It's very satisfying. I just really like it, and it's my favorite thing right now. The first movie that got me on this kick was actually suggested to me by my husband, which is funny if you knew my husband. But my husband and I do not like the same kind of anything when it comes to TV, television, movies. He's Indian, Asian, so he pretty much watches nothing but Bollywood and romantic. And I'm a horror chick. Don't do the romance. So he does his Netflix on his laptop while I watch the TV. And one day he stopped in the middle of a movie and he stopped to me from what I was doing. He says, "You're going to want to watch this." He said, "Let's watch it on the TV together." And I said, "Oh no, what is it? Are you sure?" And he said, "Trust me when I tell you, you're going to want to watch this." So I said, "Okay." So we turned it on. And the movie was The Chaser. It's from the same director who did The Yellow Sea, and almost the same cast who did The Yellow Sea. This was one of the first ones. It says here it was a winner of 7 Korean Film Awards, but I don't really ever hear anyone talk about it. I consider this kind of movie kind of underrated. I hear a lot of people say, "Hey, The Chaser, oh yeah, that was a good one." To me, this is an excellent movie. I thoroughly enjoy it, and I believe it should be in your Asian collection or in your horror collection. Though it is categorized as action/thriller. It's a serial killer movie, and the payoff is amazing. I think it should be horror. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Okay, so the movie is about a pimp. Actually, it was a police who turned pimp. Something happened in his career. I think he was shamed or something, and he had to leave the force. So to make ends meet, he becomes a pimp. He starts to lose his girls. Every time this one particular customer calls, after he calls, he never sees the girls again. So he thinks that this person is selling his girls, and these girls leave him usually before their debt is paid. So he's losing money. So he decides to use one of his prostitutes as bait to get this guy or this person. And in the beginning, you really don't like this guy. You think, man, what a dick. And the prostitute that he uses is one of the nicest ones. One of the ones who's in this situation because she has no other alternative. She has to feed her child. And she's the humble lady, subdued lady. Nothing like your typical prostitute. This is just like the sweetest person. And so he tells her, he lets her in on the score and tells her, "Hey, this guy's selling my girls. I'm going to send you the next time he calls. You're going to go. You're going to hide a cell phone on you. And when you get there, text me the address." So he sets it up. The guy, that number rings. He gets the lady and he sends her on this, to this call. Well, she gets there, and I think she's able to text one street or the cross streets. But she's not able to text the full thing, or the text doesn't go through all the way, and she doesn't text the number. I think it's because she can't find the number or something because of the way his house is set up. So anyway, she goes into there, and she's waiting for the pimp to show up. And the trick, he seems like a really nice, quiet dude. He's kind of nerdy. He's very shy. He hardly speaks to her. And So she's just there, and they both look very awkward. I think things start to take a little bit of a turn. And I don't want to spoil too much. I'm going to try my best not to say too much. But I just really like talking about this movie. Hopefully I can encourage you to really get this movie and check it out. It may be still on Netflix. If it is, you need to check it out. Or just get it. I would get it. It's well worth it. So things start to take a turn, and this guy, he's a lot rougher, and he's not as nerdy or shy as you think he is. So he starts to get rough with this girl. And the pimp never shows up because he doesn't get the full text. He doesn't know where the address is. So something happens. So the trick leaves the house, leaves the woman locked up in his house, and he has to take off because what he does for a living, he's a Christian man who helps elderly people. So he has to do something for an elderly couple or something like that. So he ties the girl up and he leaves. So when he leaves the house, the pimp starts looking for the girl and the house. And he's looking and he's looking, and he goes, and what about this movie, what pulls at the heartstrings, which is typical in a Korean movie, horror movie, is usually they always put in a little girl in there, and something has to do where you're really afraid or worried about this little girl, so you're rooting for the characters in the movie to make sure this little girl is safe. Well, the mother, the prostitute, little girl, and she is left alone, and I guess she asks the pimp, well, can you check on my little girl while you do this for me? Can you go check on her or something? So, or the pimp ends up going to the house because he's looking for more information about this guy or something, or he checks on the little girl. I don't want to get off sidetracked. Anyway, so he ends up going real quick to the lady's house, checking on the little girl. And the little girl is the sweetest, kindest little girl, and she's asking, where's my mom? When is my mom going to come home? I don't want to be left alone. So he tells the little girl, okay, I'll come back for you and I'll bring your mom back. Don't worry. So he goes looking for her and he can't find the house. And he's looking for this lady and he starts to think, something's not right. The way, I guess something in her voice or something she said, it starts to make the pimp think, maybe he's not selling them. Maybe something worse is happening. I better find this guy. So somehow they both end up in a car accident or on a road or something, and somehow he sees him and he has a feeling that's the guy. So he calls the number, and I guess that guy's phone rings and he picks it up. Well, and he sees that the guy's answering his phone right when he's calling. So he jumps out of his car, he starts chasing him. Hence the name, The Chaser. The movie is on a constant chase. It's just action-packed. Chase, running, dashing, cars zipping through roads, guys jumping over cars. He really chases this guy. It is a long movie. It does get dragged out a little bit. I don't mind it. I thought it kept me thoroughly entertained. I watched the whole entire thing. He ends up chasing the guy, and somehow getting the guy arrested by the police. Because he still has a little ties with the police department. So they arrest the trick who ends up being responsible for all these girls missing, and he tells the guy, he tells the police department, the pimp, says this guy is not just kidnapping these girls and selling them, he's doing something to them. So the guy ends up trying to go find her, and the bad guy won't tell the pimp where the girl is. He refuses to speak. He won't talk. So the pimp knows, I gotta find this girl. I put her in danger, and he starts to change his character. He starts to be more compassionate. He starts to realize that he may have been responsible sending these girls to this guy, and this guy was killing them. So he starts to freak out, and he wants to find this woman. So now he's on another chase. He's chasing down time to get this girl, because he's got to find her before they release this guy, and this guy goes back and finishes what he started. Somehow he has the little girl. He goes back, I think, and picks up the little girl. He takes the little girl with him. They get into all these different scenarios. It's very sad. It's very depressing. You really feel bad for this little girl. You feel bad for this mom. You start to feel bad for the pimp because you see how hard he's trying. And the police are just useless and worthless, as in all Korean movies. The police department just is no good. And this guy is just buying time because he's going to get released soon. If they can't find any cause to keep him there, he's going to get to go home. So it's a chase now and a race against time. And so I don't want to ruin the payoff for you, but trust me, stick with this movie, because the last 5 to 10 minutes of this movie, wow, it's just really amazing. So do yourself a favor and check out The Chaser, Korean. Very good movie. Right, that's it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.